in the context of hypothesis testing. Good specificity speaks to negative as ability to correctly decide HO. Repeat. Specificity. The ability of the test to correctly identify a negative outcome. The ability to correctly decide HO. Test to reject a false HO. Ability to correctly decide HO. Ability to test to reject an HO that should have failed to reject. What? The ability to test or fail to test the ability of a test to fail to reject an HO that should have failed to. In context of sensitivity speaks to ability of the test to correctly identify positive as positive. The ability to correctly decide HA. The ability to test or reject an HA that's true. The ability to test of the test to reject a false HO. No, how about negative outcome? Sensitivity. Ability to correctly decide whether the HA is accepted. Reject an HA that is true. The ability of a test to reject an HA that is true. Sensitivity. Positive is positive. Ability to correctly decide HA. HA. Okay. If you're using sensitivity, just evaluate how well a go, no-go test, like a sobriety test, working. What ideally, what do you hope to see? You want a high sensitivity. We want high sensitivity. We want high sensitivity, right? We want sensitivity. Where is that? We do not want the specificity. All right, so we want low sensitivity and high specificity. We want the FN to decrease, but we do not want the specificity to decrease. So we want specificity, low specificity, low specificity, and high sensitivity. Low sensitivity. We want high sensitivity. High sensitivity and high specificity. High specificity, low sensitivity. Sensitivity low, specificity, sensitivity low, specificity high. We want high specificity. We want high specificity and low sensitivity. High. We want high sensitivity. High sensitivity. Low sensitivity. Positive is a positive. We want sensitivity. Positive is a positive. And negative is a negative. And specificity. So we would rather a positive be a positive, not a negative as a negative. We would want high sensitivity. Okay. All right. If we're testing the null hypothesis, HO is, and HA is, Z to be 2, then we C is, so the HO is, P is less than 0.35, HA is, P is greater than 0.35, Z equals 2.5, Z equals 2.5. We fail to test so Z is 2.5, Z equals 0.00621, and alpha is 0.05, so it is, it's less than. So we have significant findings. We have statistically an estimated false positive rate that is greater than, less than. We fail to have, so that is, we have significant results. Z, so we have statistic, false positive is greater than 0.05. Greater than, it's less than. We have statistic, we fail to have, we do not, so less than alpha. Oh my God, these words are terrible. We fail to have, we have statistically, false positive is greater than 0.05. Greater than. We have that P is greater than 0.05. We have convincing evidence that, so, 2.5. So Z is, we have statistically significant results. And alpha is, we fail to reject the null, we accept HA. How much time do I have left? We have statistically significant results. Estimated false positive rate is greater than 0.05. It's less than. We have statistic. Oh my God. If someone reports that a hypothesis and associated p-value is 0.99, then we can say that p-value is 0.99, then we can say that we have good evidence against the null hypothesis. Evidence against the null hypothesis for p-value. We are looking for a hypothesis. 0.99 is high. If we have good evidence in the null hypothesis. P-value is less than, we reject the null. P-value is 0.99, then we can say we have p-value is 0.99. If the p-value is 0.99, the variable involved is negative. We do have good evidence against. Redefine HA and HA. Drug does not help with stuttering. What HO and HR are being tested? HO, no different than Invisius. HA proves better than Invisius. HO drugs does not help. HO, the drug does not help. HA did not improve. There's no difference. Yeah. HO, this drug does not help. And HA drug. And no different than Indivis. I don't know how much time I have left. An article in pumpkin seed oil senses. All right, then null drug helps with stutter. The HA, the null is that better with. HA is better with urinary issues than placebo. What would it mean for a home pregnancy test to have high, not asking what sensitivity is, but whether what a desirable ratio is? What would home pregnancy test? Good sensitivity. Test says you are pregnant when you are. Says you are likely to be pregnant when you are, when you aren't. And unlikely to say you aren't pregnant when you are. What would it mean for a home pregnancy test to have good specificity? Says you are not pregnant when you are not. You are not. Test is unlikely to say you're pregnant when you aren't. Specificity. You are not pregnant and you are not. It means you are unlikely to be pregnant even if the test says you are. You are likely to be pregnant even if the test says you're not. Unlikely to say you are pregnant when you aren't. In general, what do you think is preferred for medical screening tests in live? In general, what do you think is preferred for medical screening tests in live? Low specificity, high sensitivity. It's better to claim high sensitivity. High sensitivity. high sensitivity. Good specificity. False positive. Which of the following equivalent to specificity? False positive rate. Which is the following is equivalent to sensitivity? Specificity. Reject HA, that is true. If you type 1, good sensitivity, good sensitivity, good sensitivity. The ability to test to correctly identify positive as a positive. Correctly decide HA against HO. Reject HO. To reject HO. To reject HO. Now we are doing specificity to decide HO. Sensitivity is HA. Sensitivity. HA. HA. Correctly decide H. Sensitivity. Decide HA. Reject HO. Reject HO. Sensitivity. The ability of the test to reject a false HO. Sensitivity. The ability to correctly decide HA. The ability to reject HA that is true. Decide HA. Reject the HA that is true. Reject a false HO. Okay, so you accept HA, reject HO. Reject HO. Specificity is you really decide HO. So you decide HO by rejecting HA. Rejecting HA. Reject. Decide against, reject HO and have failed to reject. Good sensitivity, ability to test to reject a false HO. Sensitivity. Sensitivity, 1 minus significant. One minute. High sensitivity is more important. Okay. HA is